Hey, it's Dominic from the Dominic Natty Show, and I want to tell all of you to subscribe to Off Tap Life. Off Tap Life has the best reactions on all of YouTube. It's right here, so if you're not subscribed, what is wrong with you?
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Oh, we got some more UFO. I'm excited because we listened to them yesterday for the first time. We did this song by UFO called Lights Out. It was fantastic. I'm not going to leave you in suspense what I thought, but you can check out the reaction because it's fresh off the presses. It's there for you. But look, we got another opportunity to dive deeper into said UFO rabbit hole. Now, this one right here is called Too Hot to Handle. Gary H requested it. Wanted the studio album version. I could not find a studio album version, like one named studio album, but there was a 2019 remaster. So they've most likely remastered the studio version to make it just sound a bit more pristine. So we're going to do that one because it would have come off the studio album, I'm pretty sure. So this is what Gary H had to say. He's written down here again what he wrote the other time. It just says, now let's explore another great band from the 70s and their wonderful guitarist Michael Schenker, brother of the Scorpions Rudolf Schenker. So I'm excited because these guys, man, they throw down. And if you've never heard of them before or experienced them, well, let's dive in together right now without further ado. For me, for Gary H, and all of you, let's get off tap. I think we got in a situation here where we have an underrated freaking band. That's what I'm thinking. I'm feeling it again very strongly. I had the same feeling with Uriah Heep. I mean, look, there's these bands that just were absolutely on top of their game. They were super amazing, incredible, and they didn't seem to get the recognition that they really deserved. You know, they were overpowered, or I should say overshadowed, with some other greats that exist at the same time. You know, I guess it's kind of just was a really crowded landscape of talent then. So much talent that it was like, dude, how can we possibly give everyone their moment in the limelight? I think it's just unlucky timing for them, man, because like if this had been the social media era for them, you know, back then, if they had such a thing, I think that more eyes would have been on the product. They would have been just much more known. And maybe that's what it is. It's just unlucky timing because everyone should know who these guys are. Like seriously, I think they're underrated. And this is just because, you know, you hear the typical big band names all the time, But I mean, UFO, unidentified flying freaking object, literally kind of a weird but appropriate type of name in a very crazy, I bet they didn't see that coming way. But I love it personally, so let's continue. Man, you know, that guitar, can we appreciate the guitar action? I just want to know if we can appreciate the guitar action a little bit, because it's on point. Like everything else in this song, there's just a lot of absolute freaking brilliance going on here. A lot of brilliance. And you know, when you hear a song from a group that you've never heard before, like, you know, you're diving in for the first time, and the first one you go, yep, they're good, they're talented, they're great, they're amazing. There's this moment of doubt if they're going to be able to replicate that, if it's just a one-off. You know, is anything else good? Am I going to really want to continue going down the rabbit hole? Well, in this case, the answer, without a shadow of a doubt, is hell yeah, brother.
Your town, fool around. I need some action step. Just like the story says, these boys are bad. So keep out shooting range. I'm too hot, baby. Too hot to handle. And I'm too hot. Too hot to handle.
You know, when you listen to all these different bands of this era, you listen to all of them, and they all have this one thing in common. And this one thing in common that they have is they understood how to write a song that was catchy, that grabbed you, that hooked you in. They had great hooks that were just able to absolutely just keep that memorable freaking just zingy melodiness of it all in your head. The lyrics, the songwriting, absolutely a very important part of the song creation process. Every band in the 70s, they were just like, they must have just had something in the freaking Kool-Aid. I don't know what was going on, man, but they did something there where everyone just understood good music. They understood how to create good music. They understood what it took to create good music, and they had the same type of formula. You know, you got these bands that didn't just have one talented person. These bands all seem to have just a band full of triple threats. That the whole band, they could freaking play like they were the greatest thing since ice bread. ice bread. I don't even know what that is. Bread with ice on it seems weird, because, you know, who would eat that? That is just strange. I don't know why I said that. We could have went with anything else. Cheese, peanut butter, anything else that could put on bread. I said ice. It's going to melt, first of all, before you... I ain't even going to go there. Let's get back to something that makes sense, which is these guys. These guys make perfect sense. They absolutely freaking are just so well organized with their music. Now, I said this in the last one. They are well freaking oiled. They're a machine that absolutely just works flawlessly. I think that's the other thing with the 70s bands too, is like, you know, think of like your fingers of your hand, you know, and each finger working together to form a tight fist. These bands understood that there's no I in team. They understood that. You could tell because they all worked flawlessly together. Even though in these bands there tend to be someone who kind of was like the designated driver, if you will. You know, usually a lot of bands, it tends to be the lead vocalist who's the designated driver. But you can clearly hear that at any point in time, any of them could have went into the driver's seat and perfectly steered the ship to freaking their destination in flawless nature. Like, this is how good these guys are. Now, you obviously have to bring these guys into the conversation. I mean, this guitarist even, like, you know, I did this list. I need to finish the list, by the way, on the community page. You guys don't know, I've been doing all these lists, and, you know, the greatest guitarist, greatest band, greatest female artist, greatest male artist, all this stuff. I need to finish, because I think we're like round 3, round 4, and anyways. The point is that I make these lists with whatever knowledge I have at that given time. And then I soon realize when I hear something new like this again, that my list is null and void, because, hello, these guys belong on the list. They belong on the list. They freaking belong on the list. Dude, their guitars, they're freaking just, he's on the list. The band, they should be on the list. Like, this is another just hidden freaking gem. I'm just blown away just how many awesome bands exist. I don't even know what to do with myself anymore, because there's just, you know, and it's very interesting. Think about this, guys. You know, back in the 70s, you look and you go, geez, like this is what I'm learning, right, from all these reactions I've done. You're like constantly blown away, like you can't possibly name all the greats from that period, because there's so many, right? Like, and you just don't know them all until you know them. Nowadays it's a different ball game, you know. And don't get me wrong, there's lots of talent around the world. There's lots of people we're being discovered on social media, you know, all these amazing acts and talents, and all these shows, American Got Talent, all these shows, all these different shows that you would have never, you know, realized just how much talent there is in the world. But with that being said, when you truly think about bands that have gone above and beyond and become the real, absolute epitome of what greatness is, these days, can you really name that many? I don't think so. I think in the 70s, you had just, it's just a different time, it seems, man. It was a magical time. It was a magical time. Freaking hell, man. It would have been awesome to see some of these bands live back then. Like, someone build a time machine for me. I know I say it, but surely someone knows how to do it. Why can't we just please, even if we can't go there, but can we like get a live feed to the past? Even if we can't fly there, just a live feed. You know what I mean? I'm just throwing it out there. If you know how, if you got a connection, let me know. Okay? No. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Gary H, for the reaction requests. Another banger. And guys, I'm excited because we have more awesomeness coming, so keep it locked and loaded. If you're new, consider subscribing, join the fam. We'd love to have you. Thank you guys. I'll catch you on the next one. And as always, remember to live to the fullest and to keep it off tap. I'm out.